So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm looking busted, but today I wanted to make a video only going to be using products that you can find either in Walmart or Walgreens, CVS, basically at your local drugstore. So we're going to start by moisturizing the face. Now I am going to go with the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. I use this moisturizer all the time. This is like my number one. I'm not gonna go with those bougie, expensive, hardcore moisturizers because I have 4 kids. I cannot afford expensive stuff. But anyway, I just pretty much put it on my face, on my nose, a little on my neck. And that is pretty much what I do. I let that sink in for about 5 minutes. Have moisturized my face. We're gonna go in with a hydrating face primer, and this is from e.l.f. I have noticed that even though they do have a little bit of product, but this was only $6. Their face primers are actually pretty freaking amazing. I used to use before the poreless one, and then I got into the hydrating face primer, and it is absolutely wonderful. I have no complaint. This is actually one of my favorite when it comes to drugstore products. Take a little bit. So now that I have primed my face, we're gonna go in with foundation. I'm gonna go with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and this is in golden beige. And this foundation, I like it. It is actually a really good foundation, but it does have a weird smell of paint. I did buy one a while ago when it was trending, but I think this might be too light for me. Holy crap. Or whatever. We'll make it work. Hopefully I can bronze, and hopefully it will oxidize. But I'm gonna take my Morphe sponge, and we're just gonna blend that in. My concealer is probably gonna be darker. I should have put my concealer on my face and then the foundation under my eyes to give me the highlighting effect. But Jesus Christ, my concealer is probably going to be darker than my foundation. The concealer is from NYX HD Studio Photogenic, and this is in the shade CW05. Let's see what happens. This is sort of like a, you know, correcting concealer, because I do have dark circles, so it does have like a peachy tone to it. So this isn't really gonna give me the highlighting effect, but it is gonna correct those dark circles for me. Now that I have concealed, I'm gonna set with the Airspun. This is the fragrance-free translucent powder, and I've had this freaking powder for like a year now, pretty much. I still use it. I don't know. It's still good. It still works. I don't like to like super bake my under eye area, because like I said, that area is very dry for me. I just pretty much lightly get a little bit of powder and go over just a little bit the entire area, and that's it. I'm just gonna tap the rest of the dust all over my face. So if you guys did notice, I had a piercing. I did get my septum pierced, but the person who did it didn't do it correctly, sort of did it like crooked, going diagonal. It was bothering the hell out of me, like, you know, visually. So I decided to take it off. Just gonna wait for that to heal. I'm probably never gonna get it done again though. I'm not gonna lie, because to be honest, that was the most painful freaking piercing I have ever gotten in my entire life. But anyway, moving on, we're gonna do the brows. And a lot of the stuff that I did buy is new, but it is stuff that I used to use in the beginning when I first started learning to do makeup, because I don't want to spend, you know, a lot of freaking money on some makeup if I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon Brow Pencil, and this is in the, well, this is in the color Blonde Moments. I did used to use this eye pencil a lot when I first started, and I absolutely loved it. Like, it was my favorite. Now I'm more into the pomade, but I couldn't really find a pomade in the Walgreens where I was at. So we're gonna give this baby a try again, because I used to love it so much. But pretty much for the eyeshadow now, I'm gonna go with the Wet n Wild Color Icon Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette. This is a, you know, pretty much simple eyeshadow palette. In the back, excuse my nails, I'm sorry, it does tell you like a little design that you can do, what each shade goes into. You know, for example, you know, your brow, which would be number 2, and so that's pretty cool. It has like a little tutorial thing in the back. And let's get into this. Here we go. This is pretty much the eyeshadow palette. I see some really pretty usable colors. Let me swatch what says Transition. And that is kind of powdery, but it is very pigmented and I really like it. This other one says Transition. It does look like it's gonna be super blendable, but I'm actually surprised at how these are swatching. One thing I do notice is they are very, very powdery. Let's try the Glimmer shades. Okay, I mean, I think this was like a $5 palette, I believe. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But let's see how they blend together. But let's see pretty much how they blend together and how they look. To go along with this, I did buy a bunch of little Wet n Wild brushes. These are still absolutely my favorite. They are good. I still have a bunch of them, which I still use, and I still buy them, and they're only $1. So go to your local dollar store and get yourself a bunch of these Wet n Wild brushes, because they're absolutely good. They do the job. They're amazing. Like, I have no complaints. And I've tried a bunch of brushes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this color right here. This is number 10. Basically it's a transition shade. There's a lot of fallout. That's actually pretty. And pretty pigmented. Let's see how it blends. Actually blending really well. Okay, Wet n Wild. I'm sort of shook right now, because even though they are powdery and does have a lot of fallout, this is actually going on my crease really, really nicely. I am shocked right now. Okay. Let's go in the outer corner and darken it up a little bit with, let's go with this shade right here. I'm sorry, but wow, this pigment. And I barely freaking tapped it. Like, you gotta be fucking joking me. Okay. I'm sorry, Wet n Wild, but, well, I'm not sorry. But Wet n Wild, you have definitely stepped up your game since I first started using this makeup, because when I first started using your eyeshadow, it was not this good. Like, a way to go on upping the game. Like, seriously. It's really blendable. It's like blending really nice, and it's not disappearing, and it's not patchy. Let's go with this color right here. I guess we'll go with a matte look. Oh, this is pretty. Now we're gonna darken up the outer corner, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here to just sort of darken that outer corner out just a little bit. And I'm gonna take a clean brush with this transition shade right here and sort of blend everything in together. Now on the brow bone, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And I'm going to use this color right here in the inner corner. As well as right under the brow bone. And I am using my brush wet, so. For eyeliner, I'm gonna go ahead and another Wet n Wild product, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the H2O Proof liquid eyeliner in Hydro Fudge.
Liquid liner.
So now that I have my I'm going into Space Wings because I meant to do a little wing, but things went south really quick. I'm not used to liquid liner. I'm used to gel liner for a long time, but I did use liquid liner for a long time, but I guess I got out of practice. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it is, I mean, good for the purpose, but I do notice that it pretty much was really watery and hard to work with. But again, that could be me, I don't know. Now for lashes, we're gonna go with Elf lashes, and these are Luxe Lash Kit Winged and Bold multi-dimensional lashes for full volume and length from Elf. I'm not sure how much these cost, but I think they were around $4, maybe cheaper. So it does come with a little tweezer, and I mean, I'm not sure I want to try it. Let me just keep my tweezer in handy if I can find it. Oh, right here, just in case. But Yeah, these pieces are garbage. So let's just measure these lashes right quick. I'm gonna do the lower lash line with, I don't know, maybe this purple color that I used on the lid. This color right here that I used on the lid. I'm gonna use it on the lower lash line. Very pretty. So that is it pretty much for the eyes. Really like the way they turned out. There you go. I'm actually surprised at how well this little eyeshadow palette works. I'm in shock. So and now for bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. The Rimmel London Natural Bronzer. And it says that this is waterproof bronzing powder. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I'm gonna have to try it out one day to see if it really is. So I'm gonna swirl around, tap the excess, and pretty much start bronzing my face a little. Because Lord knows I freaking need it. I don't feel like it's doing anything. Is it bronzing my face? I'm finding this really hard to blend. Now we are gonna go ahead and go in with some blush, and again another old-time favorite of mine, which is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, and this is in the color Pearl Scent Pink. I used to use this blush all the time in the beginning. I wish I had the skills that I have now, because I'm kind of surprised at how this makeup is turning out, because it is looking pretty freaking nice, if you ask me. It does come with this little stupid brush. I don't know why. I'm never gonna use that brush, but as a brush from Real Techniques, because you can pretty much find this, you know, at your drugstore, because I found these at Walmart. So oh, I kind of like it. It has like a little bit of a shimmer to it. I think I found my favorite blush. Like, I think I'm gonna have to go back to this blush, because gives me sort of like a really rosy look. I really like it. Like, I really like it, like a lot. Now I'm gonna go back in with Airspun, take some out in here, and you know, carve out my cheekbones. Pretty much. So I'm gonna let that bake just a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, which I have been dying to freaking try from, of course, you guys guessed it, Wet n Wild, because they have been killing it this freaking year. And it is the Mega Glow highlighting powder, and I got it in the color, doesn't freaking say. I think I ripped off a color. Whatever, I don't remember. But it is this pretty color right here. And I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques. This is a setting brush, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it as a highlighting brush. I'm just gonna swirl in there, tap out the excess, and I start highlighting. So I do kind of like this because it is a subtle glow, which is totally my favorite. I don't like too much glow, but wow, it is buildable. I'm surprised at how pretty this is. Now, I don't contour my nose. I don't know why. I just suck at it, and I never contour my nose. Just add a little bit of a glow right there in the middle, a little bit above my Cupid's bow. And put some on my chin. But this is a very, very pretty highlighter. My Apple Watch just told me that I completed 30 minutes of exercise. So I'm guessing that makeup is considered exercise. So I just did my exercise. Now, let me dust this off. Yo, I'm sorry, but you could never tell that I just did this entire face with drugstore makeup. Like, I'm shocked. I am surprised at myself. I look freaking amazing. Now, I think all I need to do is do my lips, and that is it. Now, I do have some NYX liquid lippies. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use this one right here. And this is the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. There's the number right there. I don't know. Ugh, my nails are so ugly. But I do like their applicator because it makes it really easy to like line your lips. I don't know, I have bought these, it's called Lip Art. So they are lip toppers from Rimmel London. I don't know if I want to add a little bit on there. Let me try the blushed gold. Whoa, that's intense. But I really like them. So, and this is the semi-final look because now I gotta do my setting spray. And this is a setting spray that I always freaking use, and it is from Ulta Beauty, the dewy one. I also have the matte one, which I absolutely love. And first I spritz a little bit in the air, and then I go ahead and coat my face and pretty much dry my face. And this sort of just like locks everything into place. And it smells like coconut. Like, it's really delicious smelling. To be honest, I think the turnout is pretty damn good. And this is the final look. I feel like the eyebrows I could have done a better job, but I'm a little out of practice when it comes to, you know, the freaking, you know what I'm trying to say, the pencil. And the eyeliner, I took it way out there. It wasn't my intentions to do it that big, but that is pretty much the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. All these things, like literally buying all these things cost me the same thing that I would pay for just one eyeshadow palette of Anastasia Beverly Hills or Kat Von D. Literally, it was under $50. I think it was like $47 and change. So I would say I do recommend these products, especially if you're starting off and you just want to play with some makeup. They actually work pretty good. I think I want to do a video where I do sort of like a drugstore versus high-end makeup, but I am amazed at how well everything turned out. You can't even tell that I just used a bunch of drugstore makeup on my face. I feel like they are stepping up their game when it comes to making really good things. They are competing with most high-end, because some high-end like stuff that has been coming out lately is like really bad. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Please give me a big thumbs up, share the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe, because my channel is getting pretty interesting. But anyway, that is pretty much it. Bye bye guys, I love you guys. Till next time.